It's a story that's as old as time. Your car that you bought solely for the purpose of being a daily driver has slowly but surely started to become everything but a daily driver. So then after a while, stuff starts breaking, or the car won't start in the morning, and you can't get to work, and then you gotta call your boss, and it's an awkward conversation about why your car that is like new and has a lot of stuff done to it, like can't get you to work on time. You decide that it would be a great idea to find yourself another daily. And you know just as well as I do that the cycle just repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats. Just ask Dakota. He does it like once a year. Anyway, it's not our fault, right? I mean, it's like second nature. It's true. We'd rather walk than ride stock. And when it comes down to a daily driver, we just have that irresistible urge to want to modify it. So with that being said, welcome everybody. I'm Giles from Fitment Industries, and we are back with another episode of the Build Sheet, where we are going to be going over whether or not it's actually a good idea or not to modify your daily driver. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, don't forget to subscribe. And if you haven't heard or checked out the giveaway that we have going on right now, you're really going to want to check it out, right? Because it is our biggest giveaway to date. We are going to be giving away a free set of ESR forged multi-piece wheels. With that, we have multiple brand new apparel items that all go with the giveaway. We got a shirt, we got a hoodie, and a windbreaker. Because why not? And with that, every $5 spent on those items earns you one entry into the giveaway. But we'll drop a link in the description and go check it out, find out all the rules and all that kind of good stuff for yourself. But moving on to what we're talking about today, which is modifying your daily, whether or not you should, do that. So, is it a good idea to modify your daily? Well, let's just break that down a little bit. When you think to yourself, what makes a good daily driver? What makes a good daily car? What really comes to mind as far as vehicle goes, is really what it comes down to. Typically for myself, that would be something that gets a decent amount of miles per gallon. It's practical enough to, do what you need to do, like get to work or get the groceries and all that kind of fun stuff. And it's easy enough to drive without having to worry about something either blowing up or breaking. But guess what? Here's the kicker. Modifying your car is very counterproductive of like a lot of those goals, if not all of them. Now stay with me here, all right? Before you go ahead and blow up the comment section, remember that I'm on your side here. I've been there. I'm just as guilty as anybody else, so hear me out. There's usually a reason that we have to get new dailies, and most of the time, it's because we turned our daily into not a daily, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't or shouldn't modify your car. See, you can still modify a car in a sense of not going completely overboard and still maintain the functionality of a daily driver. Right. But honestly, it is possible to have a daily driver that can look good and that you can still have some fun with. The first thing that you're going to want to keep in mind, however, is what car you're going to go with in the first place. Because I'm sorry, bud, if you're snagging a Chevy Equinox, you probably can, but I maybe don't. If you have the option, you're going to want to get something that you have a vision for as far as a fun daily. Now, whether that be a wagon of some sort, maybe some kind of turbocharged sedan, or whatever it might be, you're going to want to pick something up that has the ability to be easily modified in the sense that the parts are going to be readily available and it's not going to cost you a fortune for the parts themselves or the install. Once you have your new daily picked out, you may ask, what can I all do as far as modifications to keep that daily driver feel but still have, a modified car? Well, we got to hit you with it, right? It would only be natural. It's what we do. It's in the name, and that would be wheels, tires, and suspension, duh. For real though, there are a variety of suspension choices that you can go with that allow you to maintain a good daily driver thing, whether it be lowering springs, coilovers, or yes, even air suspension. There are options out there for you to lower your car but still be comfortable with driving it pretty much everywhere you go. For instance, Eibach and H&R are a great go-to when it comes to lowering springs, as they're an extremely affordable option if you're just looking to lower your car. Tank coilovers are also a fantastic daily coilover as they are inexpensive and give you a nice OEM plus feel to your suspension. So they're not gonna be like crazy stiff or anything like that either. And once you have the car lowered, It only looks better when you throw some new wheels on it. And you know the memes, right? Floating around the internet. It's like, wow, wheels and suspension really change the look of the car, but it's like two completely like different cars. It's like a SC300 and like a Ford Escort or something like that. But the saying like stays true, right? Wheels and suspension truly can change the look of your car, and you can still maintain a decent amount of functionality if you go with the right setup. By the way, one more plug, check out the gallery at fitmentindustries.com to help you find out exactly what that setup would be if you're looking to do that. But outside that realm of things like wheels, tires, and suspension, there are still some other things that you can do to your daily to make your commute a little more tolerable in a sense. And aftermarket exhaust is always another solid go-to, as there are plenty of options out there for pretty much every vehicle. And what I mean by that is you can get something really loud and obnoxious if you're about that life and want to go with something like that, or you can be a little more mature and get something that's more subtle but still sounds good. Pair that with a tune and maybe some other bolt-ons, and you got yourself one nice little daily. There are also some aesthetic things that you can do as well, whether it be like a nice splitter, some side skirts, maybe a little wing or something like that. All tasteful modifications that really can tie the look of your car together. But just don't go like overboard with everything, all right? What it really comes down to is, well, it's self-control. And I know, as car enthusiasts, that can be a little bit difficult. I know. But it is possible to take a daily, do stuff to it, and still have it as a daily that will get you where you need to go. So to answer the question of whether or not it's a good idea to modify your daily, it's always a good idea to modify a car. I mean, what are we talking about? Will it be a little bit difficult for you, you know, like not full send everything? Probably. But you know what? You can always pick up another one and just try again, you know? Maybe that one wasn't the one. Just try again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's always a fun time poking some fun at ourselves and our lack of self-control when it comes to modifying literally anything. With that being said, don't forget to check out wheels, tires, or suspension for your daily over at fitmentindustries.com. And while you're over there, grab some of that brand new awesome apparel that gets you entered in to win a free set of ESR multi-piece forged wheels. I don't know what else you can want. I'm Jealous from Fitment Industries. We'll see you later. Peace.